I'm starting a new block today and it's called Little Gems. It's more or less an Irish chain. It works the same way as an Irish chain, but I use up, pardon me, 2.5-inch squares and also some smaller pieces. So it's very economical and it gets rid of all those little bits that can drive us crazy. This is the layout for Little Gems. It's a 10.5-inch block using some of my scraps. These are 2.5 inches and these are 1 7/8. These are for the backing of the gems, and they're 2.25-inch square, which will be cut as triangles. We need 4 for each one of the... I have quite a few scraps, so I cut pieces into 2.5-inch pieces because there's so much you can do with them. And these are the pieces that are smaller than 2.5 inches, which I can do things like these little squares. So I'll get started on this. This is the finished block. I think it's a nice little thing. And of course these will chain like an Irish chain. They'll keep on going out and out and out, which is also very interesting. Basically this is pretty simple because it's just sewing a lot of 2.5-inch squares together, except for the gems, and they're made up of 1 7/8 square and 2 2.25-inch squares. The 2.25-inch squares are cut diagonally and go around this. The best way to mark this is to mark it in the center so you get just a little pleat, and you do the same thing with these, like that, and you sew the 2 opposite sides together and then do the other sides, which I'll do now. That's the 2 sides attached and pressed, and now we do the same thing with this side. It's just done the same way, and we almost have our gem, which is great. Now we're getting there. We just now need to trim it. I'm using this center line here to make sure it's straight and putting it on the 1/4-inch seam line. With this method you have a bit left over, but it's better to be sure than sorry, as they say. Now I can straighten it up by just using these edges. And you have a gem. Now let's put it all together. Almost there. Each of these goes the opposite way. That one goes that way, and that one goes that way, and they all do that all the way up so they can be locked in. Now I'm going to sew the rows together. There, done, little gems. I like this. I think it'll make a very nice quilt. And as I say, these will run off. There'll be 4 there, and then it'll run off. Just a bit like an Irish chain. My little gems. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you got something out of it. I hope you got some benefit. I think it's a nice little block. I'm looking forward to putting a few together and seeing how it chains. Be fun. Thanks a lot. Bye.